My name is Nabawanga Afwa, and I'm going to briefly go through our concept paper. It's all about reinforced deep Q knowledge distillation for bovine respiratory disease detection using multi-strategy learning. To simply give an abstract of what BRD is all about, BRD is one of the most significant diseases that affect the cattle industry worldwide. It affects the respiratory system of the cattle. So it's accompanied with effects such as increased mortality rate, high treatment costs, reduced feeding efficiency. So just like we can see, it's a major economic issue in livestock management, and the study proposes an AI-based early detection system, and that's the system we basically working on. Then machine learning integrates sensor data such as temperature, respiration, movement. So the goal of our project is to detect disease onset before the clinical symptoms. So to briefly give a background and introduction of the bovine respiratory disease, it's caused by a combination of bacterial, viral, and environmental factors. For the environmental factors, specifically, I'm talking about maybe overcrowding of the cattle. Then look at less ventilation in the cattle pieces. Then to give an impact of this bovine respiratory disease, it leads to reduced weight gain in the cattle. It leads to increased veterinary costs, because the moment the cattle gets affected with this BRD disease, it's associated with increased veterinary costs. So our project, that's the reinforced deep Q knowledge distillation for bovine respiratory disease detection using multi-strategy learning. It basically improves early and accurate detection of bovine respiratory disease by using by using methods such as reinforcement learning, deep Q learning, and other multi-strategy learning. So say something about the current research trends. We can see sensor technology, whereby wearable sources for cattle health monitoring. This is 87% accuracy. Then for the trends, you can look at real-time processing, multimodal fusion. Then to say something on deep Q learning system. This deep Q learning basically it's used for system recognition. In simple terms, it goes ahead and recognizes those symptoms for easy decision making. So it uses a network called deep Q network to go ahead and estimate the best action for a given state. That's whether to classify whether the animal has this BRD disease or not. So other solutions to the problem, we can look at knowledge distillation that's used for efficient learning. Then multi-strategy learning, we can use it for burst detection. Yeah, then personally, that's where I'm stopping. Then my other groupment is going to go through these solutions starting from knowledge distillation framework.
Hello, my name is Dumba Jonah, and from where my colleague stopped, I'll continue. So we have the proposed solution, and among the proposed solutions, we have a method of knowledge distribution framework. And so far, this framework excels at bridging the gap between complex lab-based health monitoring and a practical farm deployment for the domain perspective, like the domain that we are working on. So this one enables the transfer of like advanced health assessment capabilities, uh, and these capabilities are learned from historical data, the veterinary data. Yeah, so this framework It enables the transfer of insights from complex models to lightweight, farm-ready models, and also addresses computational constraints in field environments. And going further to reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning, we can also call it like the PPO, which is also known as the policy gradient approach. So using this PPO it addresses the need for nuanced or continuous risk assessment, like in livestock health monitoring. Domain wise, according to the domain, we are dealing with a specific disease in cattle, and it can capture the subtitle progression of this respiratory disease, which is the bovine respiratory disease. So it can capture the symptoms, the progress of the symptoms, by providing finer grain risk assessments, continuous action spaces, and stable policy optimization to handle the complexity of the real-time health monitoring. And the experience, uh, the experience relay here, so it overcomes data sparsity, disease detection. Therefore, continuing to the multi-strategy learning, this integration combines multiple ML approaches like pattern recognition, anomaly detection, reinforcement learning. It also ensures adaptability to different farm conditions. And basically, this tackles the multi-factored nature of animal health monitoring by combining different learning approaches. And according to our domain about the disease, the bovine respiratory disease, it acknowledges that the different aspects of health monitoring that require approaches like pattern recognition that we've mentioned above for this symptom identification. So this reinforcement learning, it helps in anomaly detection as explained above, and it provides a flexible framework that can adapt to various data, that it can vary the data quality and availability. Therefore, so we can solve our problem. And going further to our last method, which is the sparse learning implementation. So the sparse learning implementation addresses both the computational and data efficiency. It also requires practical farm deployment, and for the domain that we are handling, it enables efficient processing of high dimensional sensor data by while focusing on the most relevant health indicators through features selection and sparse representation learning. And by this when this sparse learning implementation, when it addresses the computational and data efficiency requirements of the practical farm deployment, it enables efficient processing of high dimensional sensor data by focusing on the most relevant health indicators, through the feature selection that we mentioned above under the sparse representation learning. And lastly, we can conclude by so this model improves early bovine respiratory disease detection using the AI and the integration of knowledge distillation, reinforcement learning, and multi-strategy learning. So this one enhances accuracy and adaptability by leveraging real-time sensor data and advanced learning techniques. The system enables early and effective disease management, whereby the symptoms are observed at the early stages so that the disease can be prevented earlier. So this model adopts the The adoption of this technology or the model can lead to the significant reduction and this bovine respiratory disease related economic losses and also improve animal welfare. So going to the future work, so optimized AI performance, we will have conduct a extensive field tests and integrate additional biomarkers for improved prediction accuracy and more. Thank you.